Welcome to Santa's MLS Tech Workshops, where we'll be going over ways on how to better your business. In this tutorial, Katie Gleboff will be going over how to modify your seller's report and customize it.
It's going to load that property detail. It's going to bring us into our reports page. It's going to bring us right to our seller's report, which is that data supported reality check. So as you've done all of that research for that listing presentation, we're going to suggest you utilize the seller's report. Now, with this being said, you can go in and select that link that says show sample. This is going to give you a generic preview of what the report will look like. You can thumbnail through the pages. All inclusive, the report is about 75 pages long, but you do have the ability to customize that report as well. So going into more details allows you to customize any RPR report. But before we get to the customization, I want to direct your attention to the right-hand side of our page, because over here, you're going to see a sample cover page. You're going to see your contact information that's included in the report. And I want you to scroll to the not to the bottom, but right here, you're going to see your profile info. So just visually take a look at that. Make sure we have an up-to-date photo. Your agent contact information is correct. Your phone number is correct. If it's not, click this link here that says view full profile and go ahead and update that contact information. Once that contact information is up to date, it's going to appear as part of the cover page on your report. Just above that, we have a link here that says manage custom pages, and that allows you to incorporate your own content into the RPR platform. So if you have something like a welcome letter that you use for all of your clients, maybe you have some client testimonials that you like to share, you have your client testimonials. I want to come in and add, maybe I have a bio that I'd like to add. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to go into my bio. I want to add that and include that in my report. So it's going to go ahead and upload my agent bio. Once my agent bio is uploaded, I'm going to come in and I'm going to add, I want to go to my desktop, because on my desktop was the RVM for our Myrtle property. So I'm going to go ahead. And for some reason, it won't let me grab it. So I'll grab another one that I pre-generated. I'm going to open it, and it's going to import that right into RPR as well. So I can have up to 5 custom pages. Once I have those custom pages, I have the ability to put them at the beginning or at the end. I can delete pages if it's something that I don't want to use anymore. And I also have the ability to drag and drop them and put them in an order that I want as well. So you do have that ability. And then when you're creating that report, okay, let me go ahead and close out of that. You're going to see I have those custom pages right here at the top. So I can pick and choose the custom pages I want to include. And then I can go through my report elements. So our seller's report is going to pull together that layering of information. Property summary is going to include all of our pricing features, right? The refined value, the comp analysis. It's going to contain the home facts. On the home facts page is going to contain the homeowner facts. We're going to have extended home facts. We're going to have property photos. So if there's previous listings with historical photos, you can uncheck those boxes, and then those features will not be included in our report. So you can go detail by detail. We're going to include property history. We're going to have those charts and graphs for assessed value and mortgage information. We're going to have that sales and financing activity graph. We're going to include market activity. So not only are we going to talk about the seller's property, the pricing trends around the seller's property, the market health around the seller's property, but we're going to talk about local inventory around the seller's property as well. So you're going to get that market area activity, list price versus sales price heat map. You're going to get those market health comparisons and sales trends. And you're going to get local inventory, right? So you're going to get that high, average, low, median, sales price, days on market based off of the local inventory. You can control the inventory that goes into the report as well. So a lot of times when you're sitting down at that listing presentation, you like to share all of the wealth about their property, but you want to share the wealth about those competing properties as well, because those nearby active properties, that's the competition for your homeowner. So you want to be able to include that market area activity. So you have that. You can include actives, pending, solds, distress. If it's a status that you don't want to include, just uncheck that box. You get your pricing strategy, you get your comp analysis result. There's that seller's proceeds calculator if you want to include that. You can limit market activity. You can include how you want that information to be displayed. And another thing I want to point out here, if the RVM for the property is just not jiving, right? It's not validated. It's a strong confidence score. It's a unique property. You can suppress that information from your reports as well. You can personalize the report with the seller name. You can type in that call to action in that message, and then you can email it direct to that property owner right from RPR. So just hit run report and it's going to go ahead and send that seller's report out. Now I have a pre-generated seller's report just so you can see a sample of it. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. Right? You get that agent bio information, you get those custom pages, and then you get that data supported reality check, right? That's going to talk about those extended home facts. It's going to talk about why you refine the value based off of local market conditions. It's going to talk about those property values, sales history, mortgage information, deed record information, market activity. So you can see that estimated home value. You get that list price versus sales price. You get pricing adjustments. You get those volume trends. You get how that local inventory lines up. So you're getting all of that layering of information in that map. Okay? So these are those comparable properties. There's that local inventory. Here's the list of competing properties that are available for sale. Okay, so all of that is available through our data supported reality check. So you do have the ability to do that for your property seller. And one thing I want to talk about before we jump into the buyer tool as well, if you have a existing seller and you want to share local market activity as a competition report, maybe you want to send it out on a monthly basis. I can very easily, for any existing property that I have, if you go into RPR, you can jump into your saved properties, and right here you have a link to all of your current listings, right? So you can jump into those properties, you can pull up that property and then go right into your bigger map. And when you go into that bigger map, if you click into the geographies, you can come in and go into that macro neighborhood, and it's going to go ahead and pull up that neighborhood boundary. If this doesn't work for you, you can always go in and draw your shape and draw a shape around your neighborhood as well. And as soon as you set that marker, you're going to see right here, you can create a market area activity report. And that market area activity report is going to allow you to very quickly create that market snapshot, which is going to include median estimated home value. You're going to get 12-month change in value, the concentration of distressed properties. You're going to get that market summary, right? That page that we just saw. You can do this on a monthly basis for all new listings, pendings, price changes, solds. You can do it for single family homes that are right within your property's value range. And then you have the ability to email that report out on a monthly basis for all of those homeowners. So it does make it really easy for you to keep them up to date with market activity and pricing trends.